NVIDIA stocks have grown more than 20% in the last 5 days, and this is not just last 5 days. If you see for the last 1 year, NVIDIA stocks have grown more than 125%. And what is the reason behind this growth? There is one word that is called AI. Artificial intelligence has pushed this growth of NVIDIA stocks, and this can be explained by none other than Jensen, who is the NVIDIA's co-founder and CEO.
You know that we have reinvented computing for the first time since the IBM System 360, 60 years ago. There's $1 trillion worth of data center infrastructure installed in the world based on that old method of doing computation. Now we have accelerated computing, and we have the killer app for accelerated computing called generative AI.
Before we see what Jensen said, let's first look at what NVIDIA does. In 1993, the three co-founders of NVIDIA believed that the proper direction of the next wave of computing was accelerated computing, such as graphics-based computing, because it could solve problems that general purpose computing could not. And that direction set the company for complete success, which is kind of luck, but also something that they've calculated really well. They started making GPUs, graphical processing units, for gamings. People who are interested in gamings and gaming enthusiasts, they had to have really good graphics when they play those games. And NVIDIA started creating graphics cards and GPUs that was helping these gaming developers and game players. But what happened is something that nobody expected. With the rise of deep learning, which is machine learning, but with a lot of deep neural networks, the rise of neural networks and deep learning, what happened to these GPUs is that NVIDIA also released something called CUDA. So CUDA. CUDA stands for Compute Unified Device Architecture, is a parallel computing platform and API that's been released by NVIDIA, and that gives people like deep learning developers an access to NVIDIA's GPU to write computer programs that can truly leverage the graphical processing units. And CUDA works with NVIDIA GPUs, and NVIDIA GPUs plus CUDA makes a killer combination for deep neural networks. And this became completely new and popular when generative AI completely took off. Every single consumer started learning about stable diffusion, ChatGPT, and large language models, and now there is a huge demand for NVIDIA GPUs to train these AI models. And hence, of course, like Jensen rightly said, now we have a killer application for AI, and that is generative AI, and that propels this skyrocketing growth of NVIDIA. Now, if you go back and listen to what Jensen said, he said that they have reinvented computing with accelerated computing. But even though they have reinvented accelerated computing is not present everywhere. In fact, for that matter, there are more than $1 trillion worth of data centers based on the old computing method, which is the CPU-based data centers. Now, what Jensen is predicting is that all these CPU-based data centers will likely upgrade to the accelerated computing, which is GPU-based data centers, and that gives NVIDIA a massive boost that is nobody has expected. Why would everybody want to upgrade to a GPU-based data center? The answer is very simple: generative AI. If you want to create images, if you want to run large language models, you probably need a GPU-based data center than having a simple CPU-based data center, because you need accelerated computing for faster inference of large language models. And NVIDIA is rightly at the peak of this growth, and this probably is the tipping point for a huge positive future for NVIDIA.